drugs are.
What is going on?
We need to take down one of these cartels.
They took her husband to send a message.
What is going on? They came into the house. They just took him away.
The DEA's got him. Do not discuss anything over the telephone.
Oh my God, survive this.
They apprehended a witness to win their case.
We hire drivers with nothing to lose and throw a lot of product at the problem. This has worked for years.
I have actual dreams about this, about busting the top people, rich people, white people.
And they paid an informant to get the truth.
In Mexico, law enforcement is an entrepreneurial activity.
You should feel good about this. I feel like a traitor.
But the war they thought they had won
You might want to pencil in a little FaceTime with your daughter.
See, now you see.
Let's do some more.
is just beginning.
Who does Carl sell to?
You should not have any contact with those people.
Dog is.
Opa, this belong you.
Thanks.
We headed for home?
No, I am delayed long time.
I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again.
You are the kind of woman who can get any guy she wants. Why Victor Navorsky?
That's something a guy like you could never understand.
You ever feel like you're just living in an airport?
What did I say? The next time I see you, I'm arresting you.
That means it's yes. Well, you better.
I want it all back. Okay. Because I have a whole network. Get out of my car. Thank you.
How you doing? You doing all right?
Oh, feel great. For a dead man.
Okay, good.
Now, you told me that he called it Ocean 11. Now, who decided that?
That's a good point.
You're gonna have to play a small role in this thing.
Small role. Who am I supposed to be?
Well,
What are we stealing?
How are things?
Yeah, Frank, how are things?
What are you doing kissing my girl?
What happens in the Kremlin stays in the Kremlin.
You gave her a gun. She had no idea what to do with this.
I know exactly what to do with it.
It'll be like the old days, Frank.
I hate her so much.
You're dead, man, Moses. I ain't dead yet.
I never heard of you. Must be a little bit before my time.
Well, you've heard of me now.
Ship to perform to its full potential. But there are safety procedures. We can beat the Olympics record and be in New York on Tuesday.
What no one could have known was that its maiden voyage
Radio the Titanic. Tell them we're surrounded by ice.
would be its last.
What do you see?
A berg less than a mile away.
Iceberg right ahead.
Full speed astern. Turn! We did it, man!
Hallmark Entertainment takes you on a voyage of romance,
If I get out of this alive, I'll find you.
The ship is about 2 hours.
honor,
There are lifeboats. There are only half of those on board.
Not away.
Please forgive me.
I love you.
and courage.
We've only got
My
an
job
hour.
is to find out why.
what's the deal with the Addams family mansion? I gotta be honest, I don't get a real strong sleep vibe from this place.
Don't you love it here? This is so twisted.
Calling it an insomnia study allows me to create a highly suggestive environment to observe the dynamics of fear. You don't tell the rats they're actually in a maze.
I just think Dr. Marrow's up to something.
Have you ever kept something to yourself because you were afraid?
All the time.
I'm sorry.
You scared the
Fact.
We shall succeed where they have failed.
Drax is on a quest for a supernatural power.
They know far too much.
And courage
Stop them. You're the only one who can.
is a phantom.
Who was that guy?
Somebody I already killed.
There are some who say he is only a myth. Soon they will discover the phantom
Classic
is
Mac.
real.
This was 70 stories up with smart glass windows at 400 pounds a pop.
He's the best.
The law can't catch him.
We sent a couple of guys after him, and these were both good agents.
They were both men.
But she has a plan
What do you have in mind for bait?
for the perfect trap.
Why are you following me?
I've got a proposition for you. I'm a thief. I give you the world's tallest building and home of the International Clearance Bank. Do I have your attention now?
Undivided.
You're keeping this strictly business, right, Mac?
Strictly. This is how it has to be. First we try.
Then we trust.
Has there ever been any?
My wife has me between a rock and a hard place. That's her job. You should respect that.
Sounds like to me you gonna nail his.
When a marriage hits the skids
Honey, my key doesn't work. Can we talk?
and there's a fortune to protect, Miles Massey is the best there is.
So you propose that in spite of demonstrable infidelity on your part, your unoffending wife should be tossed out on her ear. Is that possible? It's a challenge. Your Honor, I call Heinz the Baron Kraus von Espy.
Now, a man who was used to winning
Did she specify what kind of a husband she was looking for?
She said she wanted a very rich husband.
is about to lose his heart to a woman
Look at her, an athlete at the peak of her powers. Excuse me.
who is ready to bite back.
I would
Wear your buckle shoes and all that jazz.
Velma has it.
I want a brand new start to do that jazz.
Roxy wants it.
All my life, I wanted to have my own act.
That's great. I'll be in touch.
You know, I'm not quite finished yet.
Face it, Roxy, you ain't never gonna have an act.
You got connections.
I would have said anything to get a piece of that.
What you need is Billy Flynn.
He's never lost a case.
Billy can fix it.
My client feels that it was the combination of liquor and jazz which led to her downfall.
Hey, Mama! You're the Velma Kelly. I was
On the
there
most
night that you got
dangerous
arrested.
journey ever undertaken.
I suspect that he will never return.
Beyond the conspiracy, the betrayal,
Mutiny is punishable by death.
lies the breathtaking spectacle of the discovery. Alexander Salkind presents Marlon Brando, Tom Selleck, George Corofas, Rachel Ward. The most exciting part of the adventure is the tale that has never been told. Christopher Columbus, The Discovery.
Comes the adventures of young Indiana Jones. 12 new-to-video features. Filmed in more than 100 cities and 25 countries around the globe. Join young Indiana Jones as he comes face-to-face with the history makers of the early 20th century, like Thomas Edison, Theodore Roosevelt, Sigmund Freud, Pablo Picasso, and Vladimir Lenin. All the action, all the intrigue, all the exciting exploits of the young man who not only witnessed history, he made it. Excitement, action, and mystery lie ahead as young Indiana Jones takes you through the high adventure years. In Chapter 10, The Phantom Train of Doom, in the middle of war-torn Africa, Indy and a group of elderly commandos
Birdie, cover your ears.
take on a fiendishly powerful weapon. In Chapter 15, Daredevils of the Desert, Indy lends a hand to his pals in the Australian Light Horseman Regiment. Their success rests on his shoulders and the skills of a beautiful undercover spy. In Chapter 18, Treasure of the Peacock's Eye, the mysterious words of a dying man send Indy off on a wild hunt for the lost diamond of Alexander the Great. Young Indiana Jones learns firsthand the horrors of war and the true meaning of life during the war years. In Chapter 6, Spring Break Adventure, young Indy finds that spies, submarines, and south-of-the-border revolution.
There are dangerous men about.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 3 days since my last confession.
Go on.
I have broken the 4th commandment, Padre.
You killed somebody?
No, that is not the 4th commandment.
Of course not.
I had impure thoughts about a man.
Lustful?
Yes, lustful. No bad?
The only sin would be to deny what your heart truly feels. Not bad at all.
Now, between the woman who rules his heart.
Don't pretend she means nothing to you.
But she does.
And the enemy who claims his soul.
I would murder 100 innocent men if it meant killing you.
Lies the battle.
Montero has some plans for California.
The time has come to claim what always should have been ours.
For the destiny of a nation.
Tomorrow we fight in earnest. We will both tempt our fates.
It's only one man. It isn't just one man, damn it.